Sports Video Group's Christian Hernandez here with, I guess we could say, a neighbor, a Philadelphia neighbor. It is the Philadelphia Eagles Director of Production, Stacy Kelleher. Stacy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. Lots of great info already here at the conference.
Sure, awesome. We appreciate you taking the Amtrak. An hour and a half, an hour or so Amtrak ride up north. Philadelphia Eagles defending Super Bowl champions, so belated congratulations.
Yes.
And I guess we'll keep it in terms of just media asset management, content management, all that stuff. The vendors that you're working with, you can't do it without those partners. You want to kind of give a shout out to the people that you're working with and the vendors you're working with?
Yeah, sure. We've had a big year aside from the Super Bowl. It was our first season using our new MAM. So we have an integrator, Chessa, who we work with, and we spent a few years speccing out different MAMs, different tools that would go on top of the MAM. So last year we used Mimir for the first time. We've also added Helmet as a project management tool for Adobe into our workflow, and really happy with that, how that's kind of worked out phase one, getting everybody on board and using it.
Right.
And then the big step was going to the cloud. Mm-hmm. So we are in a hybrid model where we have quantum servers on site that hold about a year's worth of content, and then everything else is in a Backblaze cloud, backed up on the East Coast and the West Coast. And so we're really happy with how year one went. Phase two will be a little bit more, using some of the features that we haven't got a chance to dive into yet.
Right, and an NFL team always making content, whether it's at NovaCare, whether it's at the link, whether we're talking file sizes, 4K, whatever, just a bunch of the content you're creating. We mentioned you need those vendors to help do that. So I guess talk about the support that they give you. I guess if there's a back and forth, whether, hey, we need some troubleshooting with this, I'm assuming they're always available to chat, but I guess how important, you mentioned the vendors, but how important are they to actually letting you do your job on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I mean, game day is huge, but then after game day, the content that our producers and editors are working on are a little bit time sensitive, because we don't want to put up a mic'd up on Saturday, the day before we're about to play another team.
Yeah.
People want to see that content earlier in the week. So it's really important to have an efficient workflow that involves, moving footage quickly on game day and getting it logged, and then having the editors be able to get in there and share. And then with Helmet, we're able to have, different groups working on different projects at the same time. So it's just been really great to have people, editors and producers, able to play around and make things faster.
Sure.
Because time is money in this industry.
Right, you previewed kind of the future of what this iteration is for you guys, but take me back to when you first joined, and I guess how different it was for just the Eagles, but also an industry at large, whether you said transition to the cloud, just AI, all that kind of stuff. The industry is changing. Can you just mention the evolution of everything that you're working with?
Yeah, I wasn't even involved in the asset management part of our production group when I first started.
Yeah.
Jen White, our asset manager, she does a great job. She's one of the best in the business.
Right.
So I've learned a lot from her over the past couple years. And I think coming from an editing background myself, there were some things with our old system that just weren't user-friendly. They might have been friendly for, the people on the back end, logging and metadata and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But we've really come a long way in taking those user stories and translating them into a product. So Jen and her team just listening to what do the editors actually need from this new MAM tool, documenting all of it, and then going to our integrator and presenting that, and then helping that, make the system what they need it for. We're doing, over the last couple years, our structure of our department and the type of content we're producing has changed a lot. So focusing on a lot of mid-form on YouTube, and then the social team focusing on a lot of short form, and having that buy-in from both groups to get things into the MAM and keep them in the MAM and use the MAM. So like going back through the archives and finding really cool stuff that we can use.
Two takeaways. Always helps when you listen to the people that are actually working with the system and help them streamline things. And two, you guys aren't the only ones dealing with this transition. The entire, I guess, sector of this business is using it. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's glad to hear that you guys are changing, but I guess for right now, thanks for taking the time. Congrats again, and good luck with the upcoming season, because at the time it's July, preseason starts soon, and then you're back to the grind.
Sooner than you know.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Stacy Kelleher with the Eagles here in New York City. For more interviews with this one with Stacy, please head over to our website at sportsvideo.org.